Yeah, yeah.
Don't need to see the photograph. Okay. Now we'll have to do this area and a little bit of uh, the reflections here, and we'll do a few birds. Your painting has come out very well, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's come out very well. Is Zuzu interested in looking at what you do?
No.
No. Okay.
She's in school anyways, so
Oh, okay. She's okay.
Zuzu doesn't care about the paintings. She just
Uh,
wants to play.
wants to play. Yeah, that's there. Okay. Now I'm going to take one of these brushes. Okay, that and a smaller brush. That one. Okay, and that flat brush. I don't know if I'm going to use the flat brush or not, but I'm going to have it in my hand. Huh? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we'll, as usual, we'll start from here. Okay. And we are going to paint this area, the right side. Whatever we are going to paint, we are going to paint the right side dark and the left side light, huh? As we did here. Now, what I was thinking was, we haven't given any scale here. Okay. So here we will make a rock and a cottage here. Okay, we'll make a cottage here. Let me draw out the cottage. We'll try to make it as simple as possible so that we'll have some sort of a scale, like what is the size of this place.
Okay.
We'll make the cottage here so that it's not too small.
Hmm.
Just a cabin, just one cabin, and the trees are here. So that is the cabin. That is the entrance. Okay, and that is the chimney. We'll make it look like wooden cabin.
Okay.
Okay, and what else can we have here? We'll have a windmill, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, so we do that, and from the center, that's a round thing out there. So something interesting, like instead of okay, we'll do that. That should be enough, huh?
Okay.
So first we'll paint that. We'll take burnt sienna, yellow ochre, okay, and the light is coming from here, so this will be dark. This part will be dark, so we just draw lines like that. We just draw lines like that, saying they are wooden logs. Okay, so that is done, and this area is going to be, there will be a shadow here, of course, so we just do that. We'll make this part dark later. And we are going to draw lines like that, saying they are wooden logs. We come to the chimney. The chimney is like that. You're able to see, Michu?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now that's so far so good. Now what we have to do is make the darker areas. First we'll do the dark area of the doorway. I'm just giving it a light tone first. So that I can give the doorway a dimension. Huh? But this part will be very dark. This part will be very dark. Huh? So let me make that dark. Okay, and we'll make it slightly sort of as if those two are logs. Now I'm going to give it an outline here and give a double line so that that looks like a single log. Okay, so I'm just giving it a little bit of detail like that. I'm giving a little bit of detail and I'm going to give very thin dark lines. Very thin dark lines here. Leaving the light tones, I'm giving the medium tone a dark line side by side. Do you see what I'm doing? Okay,
Yeah.
and it looks nice. Sort of, yes, yeah. This part will be dark, of course. That will become dark, and I'm going to make that, though I'm going to make dark lines here. Give the doorway a darker spot so that it looks as if there's actually a doorway. Huh? And this comes to here, like steps, and it comes to the waterway. If we want, we can show a couple of people that we'll think about later. Okay? I'm going to mix a little bit of red and the green.
Okay.
Okay, this is not one of those European windmills. Huh? This is the typical Wild West. Okay, so they don't. What we did, remember, like Salbang, huh? What Sablang? What is it?
Solvang.
Solvang. Okay, so it's not that. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to do something like that. Okay, so this goes like that. And make a darker color. We make a circle in the center like that. Okay, we make a circle in the center. I think what I'm doing is right. Make a circle in the center. Keep painting the radials. Give it a little bit of body. No logic. Don't bother about logic. It's just a visual. Huh? Usually when I do a thing like this, I would look for reference material, things like that, but we didn't plan it that way for this. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it looks interesting, that's it. Okay, so there is foliage here which goes like that. We'll keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we have done that. We'll give a little bit of detail, not too much detail. Wherever we have a light, mine will be different from yours, but wherever you have a light, above that, give it a little bit of dark like that. You know, little bit of dark like that on the right and at the bottom of any bunch. Okay, that's the bottom of the top bunch. So when you are giving this kind of a darker tone, there has to be 3 tones, no, like that you know. And what we do is we get a darker color of whatever we have kept there, meaning if we have a green, it has to be darker green. It can be dark bluish green, it can be dark brownish green, but it has to be a green. You can't suddenly change it into an orange. You know, the logic will die.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have to have 3 tones that you know. Okay, so I'm not going to go till the end. I'm just going to leave it here so that it's all said and done. It's a painting. It's not a photograph, and it's not scientific. So we don't have to be exact, but we'll try to be as close to realism as possible. See, we got the feel of foliage there. Okay, and we go to the foliage behind the. We can have a couple of people standing here. Should we? We'll think about that later. Okay. The same foliage theme, we are taking it here, but the strokes are going to be rougher, you know, because it is slightly behind, so away. So the detailing is less, it becomes slightly bluish, and comparatively lighter, or the contrast is less. Either it is light or the contrast is less. So wherever we have a dark, the bottom becomes darker. If we have a dark patch, that dark patch, the bottom becomes darker and it is edged by a lighter tone. See, like that. When an area is wet, it's always better to wait till it dries than to keep adding color. Then it won't become dark, one. One, it won't become dark, no matter how much color you add. Two, the whole thing will become smudged. Okay, that much is fine. Shall we do a little bit of dark blue patches on the cloud right at the top? You know, if there's a patch at the bottom, we just give a few strokes like that, so that when we do the reflection on the water, we can give that kind of a see. When I'm doing this, that's dark, okay? The color is getting reduced, so as I come to a distance, the color is less, which it should be, right? Contrast and color becomes less as we get away from the subject. Okay. That will dry slightly lighter. When we complete the painting, we'll see that it's lighter. Okay. So now here, what we can do is a bluish brown. We have two tones there. Right, we have two tones there. We don't want it to be very dark, we don't want it to be very bright. So I'm mixing burnt sienna and cobalt blue. Okay, and I'm saying that that's a rock. No, it's not dark enough. I'll send you a rock painting done by Winslow Homer, a very good artist, like very old, meaning he's no more. But he is an expert in rock painting. See, what I'm doing is there is already a structure which looks like a rock to me, and I am emphasizing on that. Huh? So this side is, the right side is dark, and the left side is getting the light. Did I get closer, or is it okay?
No, it's good.
Okay. See, what I'm doing is I'm just giving it a geometrical shape. I have one of my rock paintings too. I don't know if you have seen that. A dry brush tree and rock, which came out very well. Yeah, I'll send that too. If you practice with that, you'll understand how to manipulate a light and dark area to make it look like rocks. I just make some areas look like this, and the rest of the area is going to look as if I worked on that. See, with that cottage, the whole place started looking big. They looked like small rocks. Now they look like huge boulders. That's the trick in doing a scale definition. A reference where we do a scale. Okay, that building is this big, so everything else is that big. Okay, huh? That's fine. Now we'll take a green, slightly dirty dark green, and have a few trees here. Okay. so that we cover this area, like we don't leave it empty, but we don't give much detail. A few trees here. Okay, that should be enough. Now we come to the water area. I need a reference of both these. This water is flowing heavily, which we can't use. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we're going to have a dark green, dark brownish green. And we are going to paint these reflections, not very clearly, but sort of. Okay? But what we do is we leave a little bit of white. Remember that? I'm going to do dash, 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 leaving a little bit of white at the edge. Okay, and here it's going to come up to this, and it is going down. All lines will have to be horizontal. Tiny, tiny dashes. See, here it is light green, right? That light green will come here. This light green will come here. So we leave that and give the reflection. Okay, I'm going to take a slightly greenish color. Slightly greenish color and give those dashes here. Not exactly the same color, but so, no, like that's different. Okay, that's it. Okay, that sort of a thing. That's enough. And we can give a little bit of reflection of the darker areas here. Okay, leave the I need a little bit of blue. It's almost over, Michu. It's almost done. And we just have to do the edges of the water and like this. Now, like we come here, leave a little bit of white or red, and tat 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 tat, like just touch up like that. At the edge, it becomes dark. Right at the edge, it becomes dark. All those lines will have to be horizontal. All those lines will have to be horizontal. Just try to get a shape which is like that. Just by doing that, we make it look as if the water is reflecting the objects above it. And we show a couple of strokes right in the center. Okay, now we can paint. So with a brush, draw a few birds. Huh? Okay, mine is going to be that small. Okay, and the smaller one, they usually fly in a line, right?
Mm-hmm.
They take a formation. Huh? Okay, done. Do you want to show a couple of people? No need, nah?
No, I think it's good.
Yeah. What else do you think we need to do? Nothing, nah?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay, let's see where to sign. And
Okay, done.
Okay, done. Okay. You'll send a photograph of what you have done.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Michu. Happy with what you have done?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to sign, no? I haven't signed. You have signed?
No.
Okay, we'll have to sign somewhere. I think I'm going to sign here. This place is sort of clear, so I think I'm going to sign there. I sign a little bit inside. Now, like when we are framing, so we have left some space, but still, if it goes inside, the signature should not be hidden. So I leave about 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, and I sign. Today is the 8th. That part of the foliage was nice, but I have to cover. Nabla? Nabla? Okay, Michu, we'll close it.
Yeah.
Just a second. Okay, can I see what you have done, Michu, for a sec? Wow, it's come out very well. Yeah. Yeah. Those rocks you have to be, like I have painted several times, so I'm able to sort of manipulate. Now, even if I'm not painting it accurately, I'm able to manipulate. So I'll send you a few photographs of the rock paintings. I'll send you that dry brush one. Huh? Okay, Michu.